Well, President Trump at the Justice Department today lashing out and going on the attack.
He vowed to expel what he called the rogue actors and corrupt forces of an agency that has a very high reputation. The President of the United States saying the Justice Department was, his words, weaponized to attack him.
This as the clock is ticking to avert a government shutdown at midnight. The Senate is up against a funding deadline and needs 60 votes to keep the government running.
And it's happening right now. Mike Marza here now with the latest on what has become a really rather nasty political situation.
This really has become a political football, if you will. Both sides trying to use it to leverage what they want in these negotiations. You mentioned just seconds ago, they cleared a major hurdle. So it seems like we're going to avoid this government shutdown. The Senate just voting on a procedural measure, and then the final vote expected to happen sometime this evening. But again, the government at this point, it appears it will not shut down tonight and will be kept open until at least September 30th. So how do we get here? Well, Republicans needed 8 Democrats to join them to advance this spending bill. Negotiations for the hotly debated short-term funding plan really got muddled with President Trump's efforts to shrink the federal government, appointing his friend Elon Musk to head the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, that continues to slash federal jobs. The move has aggravated members on both sides of the aisle. Democrats had planned to use the cuts as a reason to reject the short-term plan, which would have likely led to that shutdown that we talked about at midnight. But in the 11th hour, Senate Minority Leader Schumer of New York reversed his position and supported the plan, telling Democrats they should approve this. That angered many Democrats. And earlier today, you see there, House Minority Leader Jeffries, also of New York, was asked about Schumer's flip, and he responded with next question. That ignited a lot of talk of a fractured party. But when pressed just moments ago, Leader Jeffries said this.
A yes or no
I said I was very clear that we look forward to working with every single one of our Senate Democratic colleagues.
If you just said yes to having confidence in him, this would go away in many ways.
Do you think that this is what the American people care about right now? Or do they want us to do everything that we can to stop this partisan and harmful Republican bill from actually becoming law?
I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option. A shutdown would allow DOGE to shift into overdrive.
Now, you heard Leader Jeffries say this Republican bill. That's because Republicans drafted this. It already passed in the House. Democrats who wanted to oppose it argued it did not contain specific instructions to allocate money for programs usually included in these types of bills. And guys, Democrats who are up for re-election next year, of course, are looking at this very closely because for them, they felt like it was a lose-lose situation based on everything that we've been seeing recently. That final vote expected to take place in the coming hours.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, a lot of pushback. I know Nancy Pelosi just said this is an assault on working families. So a lot of upset Democrats.
Yeah, and we'll see how it plays out politically.